Okay, sorry, I ran out of minutes for my recording, so I had to delete some old recordings, right? Or older, right? Make some room for it. Now, the thing is, though, right? Um, there's certain legal things you can do, right? One of them is smell the crotch of your stepdaughter if she kind of lingers and doesn't go and pee right away to make sure she didn't already pee or something because you don't know, right? For example, and to do that, you do it only once, right? You might stick out your tongue on the way down, but you don't touch the child's vagina or anything, right? It's like, when children are kind of picking on her, one of the things they'll do is stick out their tongue, or if you're trying to entertain a child who you're kind of potty training, you might do the same thing, right? At least I have, right? I don't know about you, right? I can't speak for everyone, but I've been known to stick out my tongue or trying to entertain the child while doing such things, right? That's all I mean. That's all I mean. So if you're going down there to smell, you might stick out your tongue, kind of like playing around, all the way down and back up, but not touch the vagina, like I said, right? And it's, like simulate oral sex too if you're watching it or something, right? Somehow, which would only be through a camera. You're illegally recording of me trying to help my stepdaughter go to the bathroom, right? Which will be what I will be doing, right? Now, if you spell a little something, you might then think she, like with me when I was 4 years old myself, she might need a shower briefly, right? And then you might quickly undress and then quickly think second about it, then redress her and then bring her back to her mom too, right? Depending on what you're doing, right? But why is that legal? I'm her stepdad, right? I can change her. I can bathe with her. I can bathe her by herself, right? Either way. If I'm doing it for legal reasons, I'm not illegal ones, right? But that's where there's a thin line between love and hate, too, right? If I'm really trying to help her pee, right, I'm not going to break the rules of contact, right? I'm allowed to at least pull down her panties, right? Say I think she needs to pee, right? I can do that as the stepdad, and her safety walk to the bathroom and come back, right? Reason is, if you leave around her knees or ankles, she can trip on the way to the bathroom, if she's in there with you in the living room. Now, all she's got to take herself is 3 or 4 steps, so she's right there in the toilet, too, right? By the way. Damn. It's all there, right? In a small 2 bedroom apartment, right? See, now I live in a big house, right? So I can't quite point it out the same. In the one I lived in Georgia, the rooms were in the back, but it was a different setup, right? Right. With the bathroom area, right? See, our bathroom was to the left by the more by the second room than the first room, which that covered the living room area, right? You have your two sides, right? One side is for the bathroom in the back bedroom, right? The other side is for the second bedroom in the living room, or the main bedroom in the living room, right? Now, me and Daphne, we were staying in the one where the living room would be versus the one where the bathroom would be in, too. Right, right. You know what I mean, right? Because at the same time, you got the hall, and then you got the bathroom, and then you got the second bedroom. I'm also giving you the schematic of the apartment as well. Now, if she's in there with me in front of the TV, I again, whether I'm being watched or not, I'm trying to just figure out what's going on with her, right? I know that. Right. Now, if you do it only once, you're trying to make sure she didn't pee or something, right? If you keep doing it, yeah, that might be a little weird, but you wouldn't do it, say, more than once, usually anyway. Right. You don't do that repeatedly, usually, right? You just do it once, and then you step back, right? See, the child's still laying there or something if you're doing that, right? Is what I figure, right? Anyway, she's supposed to, if you take off her panties, right, go to the bathroom, right? If you don't go, you might want to smell it, right, real quick, right? Make sure she didn't pee herself or something, right? You don't know, right? There, you're trying to figure it out. Well, bad things can happen, even to Job, who did that wrong, right? But that's not why Satan's tempting us, right, to sin with him while he's sinning against God himself, right? We learned that through Job, right? Now, you can either give in to the temptation or you resist the temptation to actually have sex. And those are two different things, right? Now, if I'm performing oral sex on her, that's different too, right? I would stay down there. I wouldn't come up repeatedly. I wouldn't do the same maneuver either, right? Those are two different things to me, right? If I'm spelling her once, I only do it once, and I don't keep repeating it because it would look odd, right? For one, and if I'm doing oral sex, I stay down there, right, for at least a minute or two, right, to get her going, right? That's what it's for. If you know anything about it, it's called, what's the word? Foreplay. I do foreplay, ladies. Ask Mary about, ask Daphne, right? When she finally let me do it, by the way. the one time. And you know I'm down there, Daphne. If I'm bobbing or something weird, right? It's one. Right. She knows herself. But the daughter shouldn't know at all. I ain't even met her, right? I ain't seen her since she was 4, right? Really, that's the last time I even saw her was at Daphne's new place when she moved into her peak house, right? It's a thing about John Mellencamp song. Little peak house made for you and me. Yeah. Little rock and roll station. He got crazy hair. Crazy smile and said, Lord, this must be my destination. Cause I remember when I was younger, they said, boy, gonna be president. But just like everything else, those little crazy dreams just kinda came and went. Ah, but ain't that America for you and me? Ain't that America? Home of the free, baby, ain't that America for you and me? Yeah. Little big house baby for you and me. Oh, little baby, for you and me. Right. Exactly. That's the whole place. This is the whole... I don't know, I was watching on the Peak House, I don't know. There's a little restaurant called the Peak House in Savannah. I don't know nothing about that, right? But anyway. Right. It's just a song John Mellencamp sings. Cougar, if you want to come that story. Anyway. Okay, it's about 9 o'clock. Let's see. Your usual shows. Right. Live with Kelly and Ryan. Today, 3rd hour. WTOC morning break. The Doctors. Steve Wilco show on the CW. Jag on News Nation. Curious George on PBS. Most stations. The Daniel Tiger's next. And so on and so forth. Or the PBS to the 5 main channels now, right? That's your morning adventure.